Well, President Ramaphosa has just extended the Madlanga Commission by about 3 months. In this video, I'm going to show you what's going on there, but if you stay with me past my biblical reaction, I'm going to say something about how people wanted to petition to extend the commission, and you're going to want to hear it because it's very important for us. As you know, South Africa will prosper. You ready? Okay. Press like, let's go. So 2 days ago, this is what Ramaphosa said.
One of the most outstanding processes that we have embarked upon. And of course, you will recall that I was heavily criticized by everyone that I was setting up yet another commission. And I think South Africans have come to see that there is great value in enabling people who are independent, who've got a level of expertise to deal with matters that are challenging. The terms of reference I gave them are quite extensive, and I'm glad that they have been doing their work in terms of those terms of reference. We are beginning to see real transformative processes that are emerging through the Madlanga report. And that is going to enable us to get rid of the rot and the challenges in our police service. And obviously, I am very pleased with the work that is being done through the Madlanga Commission.
We are all pleased, Mr. President. However, Mr. President said all of this and forgot to say the words Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, because the terms of reference came from Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, and that's a big reason why this was so effective. In fact, a year ago, one of my worst performing videos was when everyone was still angry about another commission, and I tried to show our viewers that, guys, wait, hold your horses, because there's something different about this commission. So, because not many people watch that video, let me remind you what we said. Here's something that's a first positive about this commission compared to many other commissions. The scope of the commission is limited to the Mkhwanazi bombshells. That's important because this is not a general commission about police corruption. It's a commission to investigate Mkhwanazi's bombshell. This is a first positive. Remember, he said last Sunday, the 6th, Lieutenant Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi made public serious allegations. To address these allegations and the implications of these allegations, I'm establishing the inquiry. And he says these allegations call for an urgent and comprehensive investigation. This is very good news. I know we're sick and tired of commissions, but this is one thing that's ultra good news. This is not general. That is good news. And the statement doesn't look back in any way like the Zondo Commission. It doesn't give flashbacks and historical issues and general ANC corruption and structural policing reform or cabinet-wide, let's see how we can no, it's about Mkhwanazi. And he said, don't wait until the end of the commission. Lay charges as soon as you see Mkhwanazi's evidence. Right, so this is not like the Zondo, wait till the end and then at the end press charges. And he says the commission will have the power to refer matters for immediate criminal investigation and urgent decisions on prosecution, taking into account the nature of the allegations and evidence the commission will uncover. So he has actually gone to say you can act now from when you just hear the first piece of evidence, and it's coming from a cop, so it's pretty well structured because no one knows how to put evidence together better than a cop. Oh wow, dude, that's pretty good. And what did you say about Madlanga a year ago before he had even come out to do the commission? And Madlanga is the right guy to do this. we have the right guy in our corner as far as this is concerned. Madlanga is a constitutional court judge. He wrote so many judgments, and I'm only going to show you two. One of them was the Corruption Watch, and one of the things he said in the judgment, he said section whatever of the Constitution provides for the independence of the National Prosecuting Authority. So basically, he was shouting at the president for interfering with the independence of the National Prosecuting Authority and trying to manipulate senior prosecutors. So this is not some soft guy who's going to play games on this one. He wrote also the judgment in the McBride case versus the Minister of Police, and he said it is unconstitutional for statute to grant the Minister of Police power to suspend the Executive Director of IPID. And in simple English, he pretty much said, keep your filthy politician hands away from IPID, leave them to do their job, and you can't use some silly law as an excuse to threaten their job. So Madlanga has always, the judgments he's penned or agreed with has always been clear. Detoxify the system. Wow, dude, you seem to know what's coming before it comes. No, I'm joking. This is not a chest beating I told you so video. I'm just showing you that because many of you missed that video. But anyway, President extends Madlanga Commission for another 3 months. I've got to say this. Most commissions get extended over and over and over again. It happened with Zondo, with Falam, with Siriti. All the commissions we've had have generally always almost doubled the initial time that they were given. So I did expect it to be extended, and lo and behold, it's extended. So we've seen many arrests. Just 36 hours ago, Imogen Mashazi and 3 others were arrested. We saw the witness D murder suspect get arrested. The politician that's gotten in the most trouble has been Julius Malema. His name has just appeared too many times with evidence that is going to be very, very hard to answer. But I'm going to tell you something about people who've been asking if we must write a petition to Madlanga straight after my biblical reaction. The simple believes every word, but the prudent considers well his steps. A couple of people have asked me over the last few weeks if we shouldn't write a petition to demand that the Madlanga, or ask that the Madlanga Commission get extended. Now, you will remember that for starters, in this video here, I went as far as saying, let's just appreciate what Madlanga is doing. And if you haven't done that, go watch that video. Go out and appreciate what Madlanga is doing. The reason why I only went that far, we live in a season now where the hold of the ANC of our society has begun to crack, and I dare say to break. And so more citizens are getting involved and trying to run their own country, which is wonderful because this is how this constitutional republic was meant to operate. Not by us watching politicians and hoping they do stuff, but them knowing that we are watching them and they better do the right thing because we'll jump in. And so we're seeing marches. We just had the June 30th, civil society getting involved in making sure things run well. But you got to remember this. We have 3 arms of the state: the judiciary, parliament, the executive. Parliament is appointed by us, me and you. We vote for the 400 some odd MPs who go into parliament. So since we vote for them, they literally account to us. And the Constitution demands that they are responsive and that there's public participation and that they do nothing without the public. So we connect directly to Parliament. Then we have the judiciary. The judiciary doesn't answer to us. It answers to the Constitution and the law. Then we have the president, who answers to Parliament. Now, what I told someone when they said, can we write a petition for the Madlanga Commission to be extended? I said, nah, I don't think so. So here's some prudence I want to give to our citizens who are actually beginning to engage quite a lot with our democratic constitutional republic. Here's how you want to be prudent about engaging with the state. Number one, don't do anything unless you have a clear right and a clear wrong. The reason why I didn't support a petition to extend the Madlanga Commission is because we don't have a clear right. Okay, the commission is the president's commission. The president, in the way our country is structured, does not answer to us. The president answers to Parliament. Parliament answers to us. And Parliament, we have a right to be heard by Parliament. We don't have a right to be heard by the president on things that are his decisions. And also, if we demanded that the president extend the Madlanga Commission, we'd be jumping over Madlanga to now tell the president to do something. So there would be no clear wrong, because it's Madlanga who must tell the president, please give me an extension. And if we wrote a petition to Madlanga, number one, Madlanga does not work for us. He works for the president. It's a presidential commission. So a petition to extend the Madlanga Commission would kind of be out of order. Now, if Madlanga kind of gave an indication that he wanted an extension and the president said no, then a petition would probably still not work, but you need a lot of political noise. That's why you vote for parties that you know, if such a situation came up, they will probably make a noise and force him to answer, and and it's a mess, and he'll reverse his decision. First thing is, you want a clear right and a clear wrong. So you've got to have a right where the Constitution says this belongs to me, and a clear wrong, and this government agency, politician, executive member, cabinet is not doing what is rightfully mine. Now that's where we take action. Number two, I don't like marches. People are marching because their brains are still stuck under apartheid. It was fine to march in 1976 because you didn't have equal rights. After 1994, there's no need to march. There's so much more you can do. Part of freedom, guys, is, knowing that we can write, and then we can escalate and we can do things. So I think it's about time that South Africans start realizing they're free now and stop acting like people who are powerless, who have to walk in the streets. Some things deserve marches. I don't know what they are, but how about instead of putting together 20,000 people, how about those 20,000 people contribute 10 rands each, and then you ask a lawyer to take it all the way up to Constitutional Court for 200,000, or get someone to do it pro bono, right? We're free now, guys. We don't have to walk in streets. We don't have to dance. We don't have to shout. That's for powerless people. You actually are free now. You can write and keep going. For those who don't know, you can check up here. The public protector came out and threatened us. We've written to her. That engagement didn't go anywhere. We then took it up to Parliament. Parliament has said that they're sending it to her. We're waiting for them to confirm, like we asked, that if they send it to the public protector, they'll bring it to us. They will still forward it to the committee. If they don't, a few weeks, we'll go take it up with the Human Rights Commission. And if they ignore us, we'll take it all the way up to Constitutional Court, because we need to have it on record, not just for this public protector, for any other state functionary. For as long as South Africa shall be, no one will come out and threaten us like that again. It's not gonna happen. So Probably want to only take action like that if you have an escalation path. You can fight for your country like a free citizen. So, considers well his steps. But the president extended it, but I bet he'll probably extend it even more when we get to October. So, because commissions have generally been extended, and I don't see the president saying no to Madlanga if Madlanga asks for an extension. So, it's been going pretty well. It's rough for some, it's good for South Africa, and it's continuing till October. So, no man can serve two masters, for either love the one or hate the other, or he'll despise the one and honor the other. You cannot serve God and Karl Marx. All right, let's make history together. Cheers.